Good morning and happy Thursday. Welcome all our Facebook Live watchers out there. I'm Jay Bussey, and this is my co-host today, Mr. Kevin Krantz.
All right. So today we're going to talk about how to replace your key battery. So in our products currently, we have two different versions of keys. This is our little bit older version. It looks kind of like a key. And our newer version, which looks more like a remote control. So on the older version, we're going to do a quick demo on how to change the battery. So on the back of the key, there's a little tab. It's usually in color, gray or black. And we're going to slide this tab. And the key blade is going to come out. We're going to turn the key over, and then we're going to insert the key into the opening on the other side and give it a little push. The cover pops right off very easily. Just take note on the orientation of the battery. The positive side is up, and we can just tap the key. The battery will come out. The battery is a 2025. This is a standard watch remote standard battery. If you come by and visit us, we will stick these batteries in for free.
Absolutely.
But then to install it, simply make sure positive is up. Take the cover, insert the front tab, lock it in place. You can slide the key back in. And then to verify that it functions, press and hold any of the buttons, and then there's a little LED that will light to verify that the key is functioning.
Good.
All right, and then on our newer key, it's very similar. Again, we're going to remove the key blade for assistance. Don't have to. I don't have any fingernails, so I'm going to push down on the button on the back cover, and the cover slides off. On the side, you'll see a little door. This will slide out, and again, take note of battery orientation. So we have the positive side actually facing down into the holder, and this is a 25 or 2032 battery, which is a little bit bigger. They are not interchangeable. This is a little bit thicker battery. So then we would stick the new battery into the tray. Find the opening on the side. Slide the battery in. Slide the cover back on. And again, press and hold. I don't know if you saw that. Press and hold, and the red LED will flash, and that confirms that the key is functioning.
And one friendly reminder I try to make a note each time I replace mine is don't forget your spare key fob. So sometimes if we don't use those as much, or it'll be on the key hook at the house, bring that in when you go to do this one, or if you're in for service, we can give a spare battery to do the other one when you get home. But I try to remember to do them together. That way both of them have been replaced, and you know they have fresh batteries. So,
Yeah, good tip.
Yeah,
Yep.
very much so.
You see us once a year for service, so while you're here, we'll get your batteries changed for us. So a couple of things we'll talk about on the older key. You actually should have, if it has keyless go, which most of our vehicles do have, this button should be familiar to you. You will press this button, and it actually fits inside of the ignition switch. So if for some reason you're in a situation where you don't have access to a battery, but you push the button and it says key not detected, how do I start my car? I got to get home, right? So you can actually remove this button from the ignition switch simply by grabbing it and giving it a little tug. It will pull out of the ignition switch. So if the key has an issue, dead battery, you can actually stick it in and turn the key, and start the vehicle as normal. So if the key has a major problem, or if it's gone for a swim, this may not work, because obviously it's got to be able to communicate with the key. But if it's simply a dead battery in the key, sticking it in and turning it, it should start. So this is on the older version. Now, on our newer cars, we don't use the actual removable button. We actually have just a button on the dash, and it is not removable. So same situation, if the key battery has gone dead, there is actually a little compartment either in the ashtray or in the center console that the key can be inserted. And what happens is that it has, similar to near field communications, it will actually induce the battery in the key, and it'll actually talk to the key while it's sitting in this little compartment. So for this to happen, it actually has to sit in the compartment of the in the vehicle. It varies on vehicle, and you would have to pop open your owner's manual to confirm if you're not sure. A lot of times they'll show icons either in the cup holder or in the ashtray area, a little picture of a key, and that's just an indication of where the key would need to sit for this issue, so you would be able to start it.
That's good information.
Some of our cars have covers on the door lock. So if the remote key doesn't work, you would have to pop the cover off the door handle. Once you pop the cover off the door handle, then that's what the blade key is for, to insert into the handle and turn it 90 degrees. Now, it's not like a regular where when you turn it, you're actually unlocking the vehicle. You're actually just moving a switch within the door handle, and you actually have to grab the handle when you've rotated it 90 degrees, grab the handle and pull the handle 2, 3, 4 times, and you'll actually see the door lock button start to come up, and then after again 2, 3, 4 pulls, the door will actually open. So the alarm will go off if the car was locked. So don't be alarmed with the alarm going off. It will stop once the key is put into the proper location and the key is recognized with the car, then the alarm will turn off. So
one question I'll pose, Kevin, if after we replace the key fob, is there ever a need for any features on the vehicle to be calibrated, programmed once they do it?
Not normally, but things like verifying function is probably the single most important thing, that the keyless entry works on all 4 doors, and the door does unlock and lock, and of course obviously the car engine start.
Right.
One of the things that we do have access to, sometimes keys get lost, and we'll order a new key for you. When we program the key to the car, we can verify the function at the time of programming. But the question is, what happened to the old key? Is it lost in the house, or was it stolen? So we actually have the ability to block the lost key. So that would give you peace of mind that even though your key is lost and not sure where it's at, once we block the key will no longer work either the keyless go, opening of the vehicle, or starting of the vehicle.
That's good information.
The blade obviously will still unlock the door, but of course if we unlock the door with the alarm on, the alarm will go off. So the only way to truly rectify that would be then you would have to change the lock set, and of course that gets quite a bit more expensive, although the remotes now are between $350 and $400 each.
Yes,
so
yes.
Not a cheap way to go either way, but at least gives you peace of mind that we are able to block any key that you're not sure the location of. And if the key is found, we can actually turn the key and its functions back on, but of course we would need the key. So just some little safety tips.
Great tips. Just remember, anytime doing any adding of keys, programming the keys, just make sure you bring all your keys. That's one question, or sometimes we forget in the service department, and reminding clients to always, when we do anything program-wise, to make sure we have all the keys at time of service. That's a good tip. So, well,
All right.
that was great information, Kevin. Any questions out there in the audience? All right. Well,
I think we have a short and sweet
yeah,
topic today. So.
Great information out there, and I wish everyone a great rest of the day and a safe upcoming weekend. Thank you.